Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Eternal Evolution. For today's video, we have some patch notes to go over. Let's get to it. Oh wait, before we get to the patch notes, let me do this with you guys. I was gonna do this live on stream, but I'm not gonna go live on stream. I'll talk about that after, but before we get to the patch notes, let's draw now. So I only have 19. That might be less than some of you that did not spend. That's because I forgot one day to do my details gathering. It's fine. Oh, okay, we can do 3 at a time. Let's just do it. I figured I should see what we get. I don't always get that lucky, especially with like those lucky, is it Quantum Mimic that's coming, or one of them that you can get a prototype or you can get a hero. I never get that. But this is just like the one from Christmas, which I did end up getting all the things. But I feel like you don't really get... I mean, I love the fact that we're getting these. That's all I really want. But I don't think we're gonna really get those unless you spent and you have you've used all of your lower ones up, right? I mean, I guess you can get lucky. I know Odd One Gaming got a Luke, and he didn't spend. He doesn't spend at all. Okay, I'll take the resources. My Hyper Evolution people will say thank you. Oof. Come on, last spin. Alright, so not so lucky in the sense of, this is my biggest wish. I don't want the heroes, I already have them. And I want this. Oh, upgrades for Mythic Divine prototypes are so hard to get. But yeah, I'm not from the shop. This shop, nope. And from details gathering, I got what I could. I'm not spending, so yep, that's all. Okay, for real now, let's... Alright, and they were a little bit delayed today to find out what's going on with the new patch for tomorrow. Obviously, Thursday is when we get our big updates typically. They change out events, recruitment, etc. So we have to see what's happening. If there's any bugs, hopefully they were fixed. Although there's a bunch of random bugs right now. Actually, you know what? Just quickly looking at this, I don't see any bug fixes. So what I am going to tell you guys, there are a couple bugs I know of. In Twilight Lands, the Prism Amulet actually doesn't work properly with the Generalist Bond, and for some reason it's like almost causing Leo to die. I don't know exactly how so. Maybe it's just not it's not helping, or I don't know. It's some sort of bug. Multiple people told me about it. I don't know the exact details of the bug, but just have caution if you are using the Generalist Bond and you're using like Leo and a Prism Amulet. So I would not use that for sake of that. Which of course I find out way too late after I've been doing all of Twilight Lands. Speaking of Twilight Lands, I am working on a series right now, and it's one of those things I know is not going to get much viewership because it's so specific, but hopefully over time, as people need the reference, they check it out. But yeah, and TLDR with the Bonds series I'm doing right now, none of it has to do, oh my goodness, this is super annoying. None of it has to do with the fact that I'm using top tier Triple S heroes. The whole point is to just talk about mechanics of things and to understand how to manual, what you're looking for, and just some strategies to fight. None of it has to do with what level you're on or which characters you're using. Alright, now let's get to our update. So it's been Chinese New Year, so they've been away, so I'm just glad we got any update at all. I wasn't going to be surprised if we actually didn't get one. I know for Infinite Magic Raid we don't have one either. Let's see. Oh wait, as I get the notification, here we go. So, let's see. We have new recruitment event. As you can tell, this one right here, for Luke, this one is going to be ending. So what's going to be replacing this is an event for Creed, Hercules, and Mafiro. So I'm going to pop over to our good friend Crete. Get him up on the screen, at least while we talk about it. Alright, so that'll be for 7 days. So we'll be on the same time still as Anpu. Absolutely, Crete is much more worthy of pulling if if your recruitment event's about to hit and you want to summon, especially for those special milestones during a recruitment event. Crete's definitely worth it. Or if you early on you got Crete through your double chip event and you haven't had a chance to max him out and get enough copies to get him at least to regular immortal level, well, this is a good chance to do it. Because there's also going to be another Return to Giant Tower event on some servers. It does say some servers, remember. New players don't get the exact same events. Typically, sometimes through the first 5 weeks, certain events do not actually pop. So keep that in mind as well. All right, so with the Return to Giant Tower event, if you guys are new to seeing that, that will be here alongside. If you can have the Return to Giant event pop the same time as a recruitment event, which will always happens after or in rotation with a military expansion. If your military expansion event is ending, your recruitment event is starting next. Whenever that ends, they rotate. So if you have Return to Giant Tower, remember that's where you summon 120 summons equals a copy of the hero. And so 360, you can actually get 3 copies of the hero guaranteed if you're able to summon 360 limited specifically. Has to be limited. But at least you're guaranteeing yourself a copy of the hero and not pulling a whole bunch with getting 1 or no extra copies. So I really like that it's just an extra guarantee. And if you can time it with your recruitment event, then at the very least you can get some other rewards along the way. Like you would get, if you did 360, you'd get this mythic runes and a whole bunch of other stuff here, a Serena. And then if you did 500, let's say you do 360 limited, and then the rest up to 500 at least in advanced, then you could get yourself one of these Triple S hero cards where you could get a copy of whoever you want, which that could be the last Crete to max him out, or that could be your last Emma to max her out, you know. You have options, and I love that. So that's something to consider if you're debating, or if Crete is someone you've wanted to work on. Absolutely solid hero. He has a decreased defense AoE and a little bit of little bit of damage thrown in there, as even built as a tank. So let's talk also, for events, I'm gonna go back to events. We're gonna have the Quantum Mimic Machine event up again as well. And this will have a chance to get Anpu copies and a Prism Amulet. Speaking of Crete, they're gonna line it up with that as well, which is really great. So Prism Amulet, of course, is this divine prototype, mythic divine prototype that helps Vanguard heroes be even better tanks. And that's what we're talking about right now in the Generalist Bond. I have heard it is bugged to use a Prism Amulet when you're in the Generalist Bond fight specifically. But I think it's okay for the sake of the other fights if you're using Leo and Crete elsewhere. All right, and then we also have finally Elite Chapter will be back. For some reason, it went Twilight, Summit Arena, Twilight. They just forgot Elite Chapter. And for this one, keep in mind that the resources actually can stay. So these meteorite crystals that you get carry over through every Elite Chapter event. So if you can't max out and get the rewards you want the first time, you can save them for another time. You can save them for extra copies of a hero if you didn't get a chance to, or you can save them, honestly, more importantly, for these red runes. To be honest, Anpu does not seem that great. He's okay, he's interesting, but I don't know that he's worth... I think I'd rather max out a top tier Triple S hero that's going to add more value for an entire account with getting red runes from the shop this time around. I already have Anpu because I did summon for him because I wanted to test him. And I tested him in Turbine, and that's not really his place, but I wanted to see if he could slot in, and honestly, not really. Kalaza did better. And I did the same gear as my Skur and Hattie, for example. I wanted to see like what would happen if you have Anpu or if you have Skur and Hattie. Like, how does he fit in? And it's just not great. And then I took out Kalaza and left in Scour and Hattie. I tried so many combinations, and he just wasn't great there. So really the only place is going to be, of course, which is a good place, the Twilight Lands if you're looking to complete your summoner team, or a unique arena team. But either way, I don't think he's that game breaking yet. Doesn't seem to be that interesting. His crowd control that he does offer was very helpful for me in one of my waves of Twilight. I have to admit that, but meh, not loving it, honestly. So I don't know that I would spend my meteorites from Elite Chapter on him, just being honest. So that's coming back. But the meteorite debris, the blue dust that we get, if you can complete all of Elite Chapter, just do it every day. And actually, the one thing I love about Elite Chapter, you can select to claim your tickets, but let them stack up on the top, and it'll be like up at the top here, like where last rank, you'll see your tickets for Elite Chapter. It's not here yet, so obviously I can't show it, but you can let them stock up through the whole freaking event and then just do it all at once, or you can just do it daily or whenever. It doesn't really matter. So you can save those tickets, but just make sure you actually do it. I actually was a dumbass, and I claimed my tickets and never used them. If you don't use your tickets, they actually turn the tickets back into a currency, though. I can't save the tickets if I remember right. If I'm thinking of the right thing. Yeah, I mean, that's regular data. Yeah, they don't carry over. I remember accidentally having my tickets get turned into currency. I was like, what? I never used them. Oops. It's fine. All right. And then there's some other notes here. Oh, just about the event start times. Just same as usual, I think. For European servers, it's 5 a.m. GMT. For which North America, it's 9 a.m. GMT. It seems they start a little bit differently. But yeah. And Southeast Asia and regular Asia, Southeast Asia and regular Asia, Southeast Asia and Asia servers, 9 p.m. on the 25th GMT, because of course it's already their morning by that point. So that's all we have for now, guys. I don't have any other word on any bugs or anything fixed. I know that the one commander, the new one, was also not working correctly, and I personally haven't noticed if he's been fixed or not. He was not. He should be. All heroes should receive a shield, not just the vanguards and the assassins. It's kind of the point. So he should be a lot better, or not all. Only displacement heroes. It should be all heroes. And that was a bug that they said they were going to fix. I don't know if they fixed it yet. Actually, I guess I got to go check. I just haven't noticed. Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. That's all for today's video. I don't have any word of any new promo codes in the mix. There's just the Lunar New Year and Dumplings are the most recent ones added. And the GPRECOMM gift. Those might still be active. Actually, no, I lied. The Google Play one is no longer active. I don't know about the other ones, though. But I will try to do a video soon, too, trying to go crazy searching for every possible promo code and do an updated promo code, all working codes kind of video. So stay tuned for that, especially for newer players. Just making sure you didn't miss any. But, all right. Twitch. So I normally stream Wednesday nights on Twitch, don't I? But let's see, I'd be going live in less than 7 hours. So probably about 6 hours from this video being posted, maybe. Yeah, it's my late night, Wednesday night, which is till 2 a.m. my time. But I think I'm gonna unfortunately do what I did last week. Sorry, Eternal Evolution people. I really want to stream the One Piece Odyssey. It's just such a fun, immersive game, and it's really nice to play along with the One Piece story and everything, too. Speaking of which, I missed the last episode. I need to go watch that. Yeah, I really am enjoying that game. It's super fun to hang out and chill with people and play that live. So I'm going to go finish my dailies for this now, and I'm not going to stream Eternal Evolution tonight, but maybe next week, or as I've mentioned, I do want to start doing YouTube live randomly when I have something specific to push. Like maybe right now I should go in and boom, let's do some Guild Hunt live, you know, something like that. I want to go in and, although that's too quick. But if I'm rebuilding some stuff, gear sorting, pushing, progressing my elite campaign. That is something I haven't done since the bug changes, and there's a couple I hadn't 3-starred since, or not bug changes, sorry, since the requirement changes. I have not pushed elite campaign, so maybe I will go live when I push elite campaign to see like chapter 18 and beyond. Maybe we'll do that and hang out one of the other days this week. So stay tuned. Keep an eye. I will always post in my community Discord, so make sure you're there. But that's all for now. I'll see you in the next video or later live on Twitch.